TVJ Sports has learned that the Jamaican team traveling to Austria for a March 25 friendly international against the United States is doing so without a physical trainer. Reports have also surfaced that most of the England-born players invited by the JFF to make the trip is not the holder of a Jamaican passport. The local-based members of the Reggae Boyz delegation left Jamaica in a hurry on Tuesday night after the JFF got late word that they would have to physically report to the Austrian embassy in Washington, D.C. to obtain visas. The federation has not released a full delegates list, but checks by TVJ Sports revealed that a physical trainer has not traveled with the team. National coach Theodore Whitmore, in his last report to the federation, identified that one should be employed permanently. TVJ Sports sources say there is an issue between the federation and its physical trainers as it relates to contracts, and a fix could not be found ahead of the team's hurried departure on Tuesday. Concern has also arisen that only one of the 6 new players born to Jamaican parents in England is in possession of a Jamaican passport. The passport is one documentation naturalized citizens use to verify that they have switched nationalities. However, our checks also revealed that documentation is not required to play an international friendly, and the game against the United States on March 25 could form a dress rehearsal for the players to see if they can impress Coach Whitmore. In fact, TVJ Sports understands that the U.S. Soccer Federation says it is okay to use these players once the JFF can show proof that they have applied for the documents. It does not, however, prevent players from opting not to play for Jamaica going forward. Meanwhile, the Jamaica-based members of the delegation are now in Washington awaiting their Austrian visas as well as another COVID-19 test.
I think by tomorrow we should know in terms of who has gotten or who has been denied. But based on what happened yesterday, I do not think anybody will be refused the requisite visa to travel to Austria. So we just anticipate receiving the passports tomorrow. And then we are slated to go to New York. But before that, we're also slated to do the PCR test, which we'll need to travel to Austria.
The England-born players who do not require visas to travel across Europe are expected to join the local-based delegation in Austria.